What is the meaning of smile now? Cry later. The phrase smile now, cry later carries a weight that resonates on several levels, and it's probably something you've seen if you've ever walked by a tattoo parlor or know people who frequent them. Broadly, it symbolizes the idea of enjoying the good times or the present moment without worrying immediately about the potential negative consequences that might follow. It's like saying, live in the moment, but it's got this extra layer that acknowledges an inevitable downturn. If you dig into the history, you'll find that smile now, cry later is intertwined with Chicano culture and often associated with the Pachuco gang members in the mid-20th century. It evolved further within prison culture, often tattooed to signify the wearer's acceptance of the duality of life, especially a life that includes the highs of freedom contrasted with the lows of incarceration. Artistically, the phrase is typically represented by two masks, one smiling and one weeping, a nod to the ancient Greek theater symbols for comedy and tragedy. Yeah, you know the ones. They're hanging in every drama teacher's classroom and plastered on playbills. Philosophically speaking, smile now, cry later is a bit of a double-edged sword, right? It suggests that life is about phases, ups and downs, and the yin and yang of experiences. On the one hand, it's permission to seize joy, to revel in the now, before the inevitable challenges come. On the other, it's a teensy bit ominous. It has this winter is coming vibe, promising that tears will follow laughter. In daily life, people might adopt this mantra as a coping mechanism. It's like they're saying, I know I've got to deal with these problems eventually, but for now, I'm going to put on a brave face and enjoy what I can. The tricky part is balance. How much smiling now is wise if you wind up crying later under a mountain of delayed stress? It's a very eat, drink, and be merry sort of philosophy, which can definitely backfire if not handled with care. And keep in mind, while a bit of escapism isn't inherently bad, you can't outrun reality forever. The piper always gets paid, and often with interest. Like all things, the key is moderation. Enjoy the moment, sure, but maybe also set aside a little time for planning ahead. That way, when the crying time comes, it's just a little sniffle instead of a full-blown existential meltdown. Smiley face. Wear your smile like armor, but don't forget to prep for the eventual rainy day. After all, who says you can't smile even when it's pouring out?